2011 Buick LaCrosse 2.4. And everything is running fine and everything else. Change the fuel pump, coils, everything, injectors. It runs it in perk, but once we start giving gas, take off a slow rate, take off, it shut down, but it start right back up. That's the problem we have.
Are there any codes in the computer?
Huh?
Are there any codes in the computer?
It's saying about the pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor. Change that. New fuel pump. It's doing the same thing.
All right. So what is the fuel pressure at when you when the engine stalls?
I haven't been checking. I know it's run between 50 and 80 pounds at normal. You know, the pressure is good. You can sit there and rev the engine all day. Once you put it in gear, you ready to take off, you fall flat on the face.
Right. I gotcha.
You try to drive it slow and give it some gas, you fall flat on the face, but it start right back up.
Have you checked for vacuum leaks?
Check vacuum leak, check for wire, plug, and everything. This the same 2.4 to go on the Chevy Equinox.
Mm-hmm. Does this thing have a mass airflow sensor?
I have changed that.
So, the way you're describing it, it sounds like there's an air or a vacuum leak somewhere after that mass airflow sensor, in that air intake snorkel, from between the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body, causing this problem. So I would double check that air intake snorkel. If you haven't done so, you might want to check for vacuum leaks with a smoke machine, and then possibly try and either recalibrate that idle, relearn that idle, clean the throttle body, and then relearn the idle, or possibly replace that throttle body and then relearn the idle. But it always starts back up, right?
On and down, start right up.
I gotcha. Yeah, so if the high pressure pump was replaced, we're going to have to take a look at the fuel pressure. I'm trying to get you the specifications right now, but we want to make sure that when it stalls, there's plenty of fuel pressure in the low system and in the high system. So I'm going to do some digging here on my end, and I'm going to send this over to my library. What I'm going to do is, when I hear back from them, probably not yet tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, when I get some specifications, I'll send them over your way, and you'll have to, with your scan tool, you're going to check that signal from the sensor that you replaced and make sure that the fuel pressure is within specifications. Okay. I think that's going to be your best bet.
Because it's just like in the old school cars, when you change, you have to just it seems like it's starving for air. You got to give some gas, but when you step on the gas and get ready to smash out, it'll go. It's only at low kind of go at low, peel off at low speed.
I gotcha.
When you got it going, it's got all kind of power. Throw you back to the seat and everything.
Sure. So that's good. I'm glad we know that information, but we're still going to have to run the tests. So, and I'm sorry, did you say what codes are in the computer?
It's saying O2 sensor, brand new O2 sensors and everything on it. Then it's saying O2, and it's saying fuel pressure sensor.
So if it's still giving you a fuel pressure sensor code and the fuel pressure sensor was replaced, either A, we have a wiring issue to or from that fuel pressure sensor, or we do have low fuel pressure, and that's why it's causing or flagging the low
brand new fuel pump on.
I understand, but something else can be causing the low fuel pressure, so that's why we need to check the pressure. So you don't happen to know the code by chance, do you?
I'm just saying O2 sensor, bank 1, bank 2, the second one, Then it's saying the fuel pressure sensor.
Okay.
Then it says a random misfire.
Right. Well, if you can get those codes for me, that would be a big help. So the low fuel pressure system, key on engine running, 50 to 100 psi.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm looking on my Snap-on scan too.
Okay.
See if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can scan it here right quick while I got you online on the phone.
I mean, if it'd be easier, I can always call you back, or you can just reply back online. That's fine.
I'm sitting right. We just sitting right here in the car. Let me take a couple seconds. We appreciate you too, buddy.
Absolutely. Yeah, you bet. I'm hoping I can help out here and at least point you guys in the right direction.
Yeah, because it's been puzzling us for about a week.
Oh, I gotcha. Man, you should have called us a week ago.
I know, man. I really just looked it up online and found out that you could do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to YouTube it to see what it was, and it said you can chat with Buick experts, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, he pulling it up right now. Fuel pressure, regulator performance symptoms, fail since clear, HO2 sensor, certain insufficient bacteria, engine oil pressures.
I need the code numbers.
P0520, P0140, and P0089.
PL520 is engine oil pressure sensor circuit.
Right.
Okay, so that's not gonna be related here.
And I want to say P0140.
Hang on a sec. Hang on.
Okay, and then it says P0089.
Hang on. Bear with me here. I gotta put this stuff down here. Okay, I'm sorry. What was the second one?
One P0089, P0140, P0520.
Oh. P0089.
Fuel pressure, regulator performance.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on here. Fuel pressure, performance. So real world experience, this code is usually caused by a faulty intake camshaft.
Change the camshaft sensor.
Oh, here, look at this. 2011 Buick LaCrosse 2.4 P0089 test procedures. Try to find out if the customer, listen to this, try to find out from the customer if an engine swap has been done to the vehicle. Remove the valve cover and check. I'm sorry?
We just swapped the engine.
Yeah, I know. So this lines up with what you're telling me. So let me just go ahead and read this to you. Remove the valve cover and check the cover of the camshaft actuator sprockets. For a 2010 model year, it should have a black exhaust sprocket and a gray intake sprocket. All right, I'll repeat that. 2010 model year should have a black exhaust sprocket and a gray intake sprocket. If the camshaft actuator are both black, it will be necessary to replace the camshaft and camshaft actuator for the applicable model year.
That new one's on there. You got a black one and a gray one on there. This for 2011 though.
Right.
Yeah, this it's a 2011.
Right. If the camshafts, it should be black. If the camshaft are both black, it would be necessary to replace the camshaft and camshaft actuator for the applicable model year vehicle. The 2.4 direct injected engines have different camshafts and the front camshaft phaser in different model years. Oh boy. And this vehicle was flagging a P0089.
Yep.
All right. So what was this? There's actually a technical service bulletin out on this code as well. PIP 5203C as in Charlie. Typically, some technicians may comment that of the service engine soon, low engine power or rough idle after engine intake camshaft or exhaust actuator replacement. Typically, they will find P0089 or P228D as in Delta set in the ECM. The high pressure, the high side fuel pressure will will likely be high, around 2,000 to 2,500 psi. All right, so we're gonna have to go ahead and check that. They also note there's a whining noise from the high pressure fuel pump. These symptoms occur if the intake camshaft with the actuator sprocket are not the correct parts for the vehicle build. P0171 is also possible if the incorrect fuel injectors were installed. Oh, and in this TSB, it goes into telling you which components need to be installed here. If you think this might be related, I can send this over.
You can send it in a text message?
Yeah, I can send it to you. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, hang on. Okay, bear with me here.
What originally happened was the time machine went out, so we just wanted to replace the engine.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. What is your cell phone number? Go slowly.
765
Okay.
661 6941.
All right, I just sent you a text message with this. It's going to be a Dropbox link. You shouldn't have to download the Dropbox app. You shouldn't have to make an account. There should be a button where you can click the button, head over to the Dropbox website, and view the document as a guest. From there, you can zoom in, you can print it, you can save it to your device. Let me know if you can't access the document. Okay. And then, hang on here. What was the next code that you got?
What was the next code? Oh, it was just the engine oil circuit.
No, well, that was the first one. What's it?
It was the O2 sensor. We need to replace that.
What's the number?
I just kept my skin too long. That was a P140, I think.
P140? P0140? Heated oxygen sensor, bank 1, sensor 2, insufficient activity. All right, so if we have an air or a vacuum leak, if we had a bad oxygen sensor, or if we have a lean condition, it could flag this code. Maybe even an oxygen sensor wiring issue. It's just insufficient. It's just saying that the oxygen sensor isn't working. It's just insufficient. So this could be a lazy oxygen sensor, or this could be an issue with the fuel system. I would probably get the fuel. This isn't going to cause your problem this is your stalling condition. So I would go after the other ones first, and then clear them once the performance issue is fixed, if you continue to flag this PL140, then you can, well, you said you replaced this oxygen sensor, right?
Oxygen sensor and the intake and exhaust cam sensor and
Okay. All right.
still noise damage.
All right. Well, that confirms my theory. It ain't caused by a faulty oxygen sensor. Fix the fuel system issue. So I would find out the PSI on the high pressure side, and I'll do some digging here on my end to see if I can get some specifications for you. Okay.
All right.
And you can always reply back online, and if and when I get some information for you, I'll just reply back to you, and then we can go from there. Okay.
All right.
All right. Good luck. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, sir.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.